Well, hey everybody, it's your good buddy 650 Eve here, and I'm about to jump on one of those motorcycles and go on a journey on these filthy streets of Cleveland since the weather is somewhat decent. It's been raining non-stop for the last few days, and now it's kind of dry, so it's time to take a bike for a cruise. And tonight I'm going to ride the 2022 Suzuki Hayabusa. And yes, folks, in the United States, it is a 2022 model. Elsewhere in the world, it is sometimes referred to as a 2021. But now that we got that out of the way, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you're already a subscriber, tap that bell, and you'll get notified when new content is uploaded.
So my Busa is still stock. Our good buddy Brock's Performance is still working on which one of his parts from the Gen 2 Busas will fit onto this bike. And I want the CT Megaphone full titanium exhaust that he offers, but as of right now, he's having some fitment issues with that exhaust, so there's a bit of a wait on it. But there's a good and a bad thing about having a stock motorcycle without a custom exhaust on it, and that is the bike is quiet. In a lot of cases, you can just roll up on people in stealth mode. You know, cops that are out there patrolling don't necessarily hear the bike and things like that. But the bad part is animals, cars, people have no awareness that Big Bertha's sneaking up on them as I'm cruising through the metro parks, and they could be startled or even worse. But what a great job Suzuki has done on this bike. Even though it's restricted, the power is limited right now, you still get a certain level of exhilaration when riding this big beast of a motorcycle. Thanks in part to the awesomely responsive throttle that's silky smooth, and the quick shift and auto blip that are just amazing. It makes patrolling these awesome roads a lot of fun as I get used to moving around on Big Bertha here. Slightly different than the other bikes in my stable, except for the Ninja H2. Albeit the H2 feels a lot more, you know, it handles a little better than this one, even with its Roaring Toys extended swinging arm. Oh, this is a nice clean road here. Lovely, lovely exercise. Minus the sun in my freaking eye at that particular moment. But aside from that, what a nice road to cruise down and get acclimated with Bertha and her outstanding Brembo brakes and auto blip. Fantastic. I'm gonna have to try that again. It was just so much fun. And as you can see, the bike can turn pretty nicely. Didn't have to put my foot down or anything. That shift light's programmable, by the way. It can be solid white, or it can be progressive green amber white, and that's the setting I have it on right now. Traction control is at level 1, just in case there's moisture, twigs, animals, carcasses in the road. Hopefully the traction control will handle that. Otherwise, I've noticed when I'm engaging in smackdowns on Big Bertha, it's best to have traction control disabled, which is really easy to do, and you can save that as a user setting. Get out of the way, crows, which is what I've done. So once this ECU is unlocked, hopefully, by our good buddies Brent Tuning or Brock's Performance, this thing's going to be savagery. Because you can tell it gives you good amount of power. There's a roller coaster. But then as you get to the top of the rev range, it tapers it down quite a bit as we get more into a residential area. What a great run that was on Big Bertha. What a fun bike. So for those of you guys that didn't think that the Busa could handle, that it was just too big to do anything other than go on a straight line, you're incorrect, as I had been about the Busa. You know, Turbo Warren let me ride his bike many years ago, and even though it had a turbo on it, I still didn't feel like the cornering was great, the brakes were good, the suspension sucked. Then I rode my good buddy Evan EJR's Gen 2 more recently, and I fell in love with that bike, even though he supremely butchered it. The bike felt great, especially for smackdowns. Had some good runs with my good buddy 5-Up Motorcycles. So if you guys want to fence about this motorcycle, the Big Bad Busa, for the 2022 model year, if you're in the United States, or the 2021 elsewhere, it's on my recommended list. Hi guys, do you know my son, Chris Pragno, with the black V4R? Yeah? Do you hate him? Because he's got your cage like an animal? Well, guess what, jack off, you are an animal. What are you looking at? You want to see my horsepower? 200 horsepower. That's just one of you. I got 200 of you right inside here. Tough guy. Well, here's the skyline of filthy Cleveland, making an appearance in one of my videos again. So through my travels, I get to go through a lot of different cities here in the United States. I just drove through Nashville, Tennessee, a very beautiful downtown area of Nashville. But back home here in Cleveland, it's not so bad either. We've got somewhat modern skyscrapers, a baseball field that's pretty modern, that used to be the benchmark of baseball fields in the United States. Still pretty nice. And Cleveland's got a lot going on for itself, including a beautiful sunset today. I'm going to try to make my way over to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where I bet that sunset looks even more remarkable than it does right there. At least I can beat a Honda CBR 600 double R on my restricted Busa. I'll give him another try. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Is it a 600 or a 1000? I don't know. But this restricted Big Bertha. Now we got a car in the way. Bertha, you gotta do better than that, Bertha. We gotta get you unrestricted ASAP. These people have to be punished for the sins they've committed. They're crimes against humanity. Hey, what is that? A 600 or 1000? 1000. Oh, it's a 1000. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if that was a 600, I was going to cry.
I just put a power commander in it, so...
It's fast. It's got some pep.
It's still got some more to go. I need to get a quick shifter.
Yes, you do.
You were catching up on me on my shift.
Yep.
Wow.
That's great. It doesn't even fall off like that.
No, it just fires right up. Valentine looks like a little guy on that Big Bertha, but he's gonna take it for a cruise and give us his opinion on it. Keep in mind it's still in stock form, restricted and all that. He's gonna love it.
Wow, what a fast CLS Benz. That's my good buddy on his ZX-12. I know it's not really a fair competition, but at least he's not restricted. I am. I got him a couple times. The Busa has some of the brightest LED headlights that I've ever seen on a stock motorcycle. I mean, this rivals the Denali auxiliary lights that are on my R1250 GS Adventure. Just amazing how this illuminates the road. It is really, really great. As the bike, even with lift control at level, well, actually lift control is off. That's why it wants to wheelie. Wow. But take a look at these beautiful instrument gauges. I call this bike, as well as being called Big Bertha, I also call it the spaceship, because at night these lights, they're absolutely beautiful. The gauges, they're backlit by LED bulbs, which, if you guys don't really know what that means, that just means that it looks amazing and everything is super bright and clear and crisp. But take a look again at how the road changes when you activate the high beams on this bike. They're really outstanding. Wow. You want to be careful not to blind oncoming traffic. They're so bright, but look at that. Definitely lets you see what you're getting into on these back twisty roads. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying this boost. Oh, look at how dark it got. I need those bright lights for that one, because I'm not familiar with this road. But I'm telling you guys, I'm really enjoying this Busa. If you're over 6 feet tall, if you weigh over 200 pounds, then this is definitely the bike for you. You know, where has this bike been my whole riding career? You know, I need this bike as much as I need this Alpine Stars Tech Air vest. Totally awesome. Totally awesome bike. So I'm looking forward to the mods we're going to do to the bike. As I mentioned before, Brock CT Megaphone full titanium exhaust is getting fitted whenever it's available, and then we'll start just going from there. BST Rapid Tech wheels, the same blood red color as the accent color of this bike. That's going to make the bike look amazing. So stay tuned. I'm so excited. Very happy to be riding this Busa all night long. All right, folks. Thanks for viewing, and I'll catch you next time on the 650 YouTube channel. That's a stock exhaust for you.